So over the past couple of days, the Joe Biden Tara Reade story has taken a pretty ugly turn, all because of Joe Biden's supporters, some of whom are random folks on social media, but others who have direct connections to the Biden campaign as delegates and surrogates. We first saw this peek out when Chris Hayes dared to give an even-handed segment on his show on MSNBC. We covered it on the channel, where Chris Hayes basically said, without taking a side, that these sorts of moments, the Tara Reade Joe Biden story, are the moments where if you want to give women justice, you can't simply reflexively, impulsively believe someone or disbelieve someone based on political tribe. He was saying, as a progressive, as a Democrat to other Democrats, don't just reject this story because it's about a guy you like, because it's about a guy that's from your party. That's all he basically said. And social media freaked out. Hashtag Fire Chris Hayes was trending for nearly a whole day across much of Twitter as Democrats, as Biden supporters, wanted Chris Hayes to lose his job for simply talking about this story and warning people against tribalism when it comes to getting women justice. That's all he did, and they called for him to be fired. Unacceptable behavior, Trump-like behavior, MAGA-like behavior, far-right Republican-like behavior, and you're seeing it from people who quote-unquote believe in the free press as a check on power and as a check on the powerful. But here's the thing, it might even have gotten worse today because a direct Biden surrogate and delegate to the 2020 Democratic National Convention is calling on the FBI to investigate any journalist that dared to speak about Tara Reade in a positive or even-handed manner. Lindy Li earlier today said that, quote, now that Tara Reade's story has completely imploded, it hasn't imploded, by the way, but that's what she's saying, I hope the @FBI investigates Nathan J. Robinson, Katie Halper, and Ryan Grimm for their role in this fraud. Tara, or whatever your actual name is, you have gravely harmed real survivors. And what she's doing there is not only calling Tara Reade a liar, which, whatever, people are divided on this issue. Some people think she's telling the truth, some people aren't. But she's calling on the FBI to investigate, to basically go after 3 particular journalists for daring to help Tara Reade tell her story when most mainstream outlets wouldn't do it. Katie Halper, Ryan Grimm, Nathan J. Robinson, without them, Tara Reade would have never gotten to tell her story. And for Lindy Li and a lot of Biden fans, that's why they are dangerous. And that's why the state, the police, the cops, whatever, should bear down upon them for daring to speak ill about Joe Biden, even though all they were doing was help Tara Reade tell her truth. The Biden media, the Biden surrogates, the Biden delegates, Biden fans, Biden bros on social media effectively are demanding that these people be potentially arrested for daring to do journalism. For all of these people who, worry about Vladimir Putin and suggest that anybody who is, talking bad about Biden is secretly in the pocket of Putin in Russia, they are the ones sounding like they want some sort of authoritarian response to journalism that disagrees with them and that doesn't make their particular political candidate look good. Maybe it makes them look bad to some degree. That's what's happening here. And Lindy Li's not the only example. There are plenty of examples from random people who are verified Biden supporters on social media saying these things, also suggesting that Tara Reade herself needs to be investigated, almost as if to say that not only is she wrong, but the state should bear down upon her, punish her, lift her up as an example of what we should do to women who dare lie about good men like Joe Biden. That's what they're asking to do. Lisa Lehrer from the New York Times even noted that Tara Reade had to cancel an interview she was going to do about her story because there were threats being levied against her and her daughter by Biden supporters. That's what's happening right now. Tara Reade and journalists who dared to cover her are being threatened by being canceled or being fired or even being spied upon by the federal government. That's what Biden supporters want right now. That doesn't sound like a rational campaign or rational movement. That doesn't sound like a campaign that opposes the Putinism of Donald Trump. That sounds like Donald Trump's open hostility and the Trump movement's open hostility to any form of journalism that doesn't agree with them. That's the Biden campaign. If they want to make an argument to the American people, to progressives that aren't sold on their campaign yet, that they are better than Donald Trump, when they act like this, they sure as heck aren't showing it.